Hi everyone, Johnny here working on my film study skills, and today we are looking at the Mitchell Chamale vs Shuya Kamikubo fight from One Championships, one on TNT2. I always like studying sequences that get repeated throughout a fight, and Kamikubo's methodology of wall wrestling and takedowns deserve to be studied. From the opening of the fight, Kamikubo pressured Chamale to the fence and looked to shoot a double leg at the first possible opportunity. A double leg against the cage is a very different technique to a double leg in open space, which can be countered with a sprawl. As such, Chamale looked to counter with a front headlock or guillotine style setup, which Kamikubo addressed by first switching his grip to a high crotch and then shifting to the opposite side. From there, having nullified the threat of the guillotine, Kamikubo started to focus on kazushi or breaking down Chamale's balance. In the next sequence, you can see that Chamale does a good job of preventing the kosotogari or minor outer reap through awareness of his leg position and a strong left whizzer. However, Kamikubo traps Chamale's leg, and although he can't complete the takedown, uses this opportunity to get further towards Chamale's back and secure hip-to-hip contact. There is some real artistry happening here, as Kamikubo uses an uchimata or inner thigh style throw, forcing Chamale to post his right arm to prevent the takedown. As Chamale tries to regain his balance and positioning, Kamikubo maintains strong pressure via his body lock and prevents Chamale from building a base with his left leg, keeping it pinned to the cage via his hip-to-hip contact before sweeping out Chamale's last remaining post to complete the takedown. If you haven't already seen this fight, make sure to check it out. As I am mainly focusing on the takedowns and wall wrestling in this fight, you will miss out on more leg weaves, chain wrestling, back takes, and even a buggy choke if you haven't already seen it. The general benefit of the cage for the defender is that it provides a base to wall walk to their feet, provided they can get their legs under them to build a base to come up. That said, the cage can also become a liability, preventing the defender from moving away to complete defensive maneuvers like a sprawl, and as movement options are limited, the cage can quickly become another wedge for the attacker to use to their advantage. The trilemma that Kamikubo's style generates seems to fall into the following categories. 1. Keep your back to the cage and he will focus on using the cage as a wedge and attacking your balance. 2. Try to create space by turning away and he will advance towards the back, removing the benefit of using the cage as a support for the defender. Or 3. Try to create space by turning in, and the weight and pressure will be pulling you away from the cage, wearing you down for an opportunity to either find the back or attack your base as you try and build it. Another defensive option which we didn't see in this fight would be if Chamale were to opt for an underhook instead of a guillotine. So if you want to advance your studies of wall wrestling, check out Khabib vs RDA, Michael Johnson or Edson Barboza from the UFC. I hope you enjoyed this cage wrestling theme film study, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.